Do you think this should be as simple as whenever McCarthy can practice in full, be a little mobile? Kevin O'Connell set a couple standards of he needs to be able to practice and he needs to be able to use his mobility because, that's an asset for him. That once those boxes are checked, regardless of any other circumstance, that McCarthy should be back in as the starter, or you do see it a little more gray?
No, I mean I take O'Connell at face value on his comments and the comments that he made in response to Kevin Seifert there earlier this week. He starts out that thing by saying like, yeah, in response says JJ going to get his job back, but he has to get fully healthy first, and then he walks through this, basically a rehab course for him. And that's when he brought up the thing of like he needs to be healthy for a full week of game practice, which makes total sense. And then he brought up the missed practice for the baby thing, which was kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, like that's the whole thing with it. Like I think his exact quote was JJ can't be healthy on a Saturday. We'll toss him out the next day, which is smart. I wish they'd had that discretion in the Falcons game when JJ McCarthy suffered a severe high ankle sprain late in the third quarter, and they told him, "Get back out there, kid." I don't that part of it I didn't really get, but on this side of it, this totally makes sense. You don't want to throw him out there when his health is compromised or when he didn't have the opportunity to get a full week of practice healthy. So I think that makes total sense, and I think that's what you're going to see happen. JJ McCarthy has not yet been able to return to practice, which by definition means he is not going to be. They haven't announced this, but just going by what O'Connell says means that he won't be playing in the Browns game either. And we'll just see when he can come back to practice. But yeah, he needs to be back fully healthy. You don't want to send him out compromise. And that's what it is. But yeah, I would expect JJ McCarthy to be back out there once he gets that full week of practice.